Oh yeah, it gets controversial right here. The top 10 greatest basketball players of all time. Who you got in your top 5? Who your top 2? Who's your number 1? Well, guess what, guys? I'm going to give you the perfect list from top to bottom. So let's get into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Honorable mention goes to Wilt Chamberlain. I can't put him in my top 10 playing against plumbers. We have no record of the 100 points. But if he did it, he was very dominant. And if he was dominant, then he was dominant. But I ain't watch. Honorable mention also goes to Bill Russell. Also, the other reason why I'm not putting him in my top 10. Has all the accolades, but the competition was extremely weak in my opinion. Playing against plumbers once again. And I did not watch. And my other honorable mention and my last honorable mention goes to Kevin Durant. When it comes to talent, he's definitely top 10. But when it comes to accolades, leadership, and everything, he's just not top 10 on my list. Left the OKC Thunder up 3-1. He runs from the ground, in my opinion, and he's just a snake. But he's a bucket, and I'm not going to lie about that. But he ain't top 10, and he ain't earned top 10 in my eyes, at least not yet, but time's ticking. At number 10, I have Larry Bird. Now hold on, I know you mad, but when it just comes to talent and athletic ability, I feel like it's a lot of better players, also with the accolades with it. But Larry was one of them ones. The original start of competition in the NBA, going against Magic head to head. Larry beat a lot of legends. He beat Isaiah Thomas in the Pistons. Also beat the great Michael Jordan. So when it comes to leadership, accolades, and being one of the ones, Larry Legend is definitely up there. I just feel like people are more talented. At number 9, I got Hakeem Olajuwon, Hakeem the Dream. I'm sick of seeing lists without him in the top 10. Hakeem literally trains some of the greats today on footwork and everything. One of the most decorated bigs we have ever seen. Look at that dream shake he just did. Come in, footwork. Probably has the greatest footwork to ever grace the planet. Was very dominant in the 90s. And put some respect on his name. And at number 8, we got the great Steph Chef. Look at Curry, man, in the great words of flight. Steph is the greatest three-point shooter of all time. And it took me a long time to admit that. I swear I thought it was Ray Allen. But Steph made me a believer. He made me respect his game. A 4-time champion and is one of the greatest point guards to ever grace the planet. Honestly, top 2. I'm going to let y'all pick who y'all think is 1 and 2. Definitely the greatest point guard I have ever seen in my generation. Well, I don't know. Kyrie might got something to say about that. But when it comes to accolades, stats, awards, Steph is one of the most decorated NBA players to ever grace the planet. And at number 7, oh my gosh, you have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Tim Duncan. One part of one of the greatest dynasties to ever grace sports. Will juke you with the meanest post moves and had the nicest touch. Put some respect on Timmy's name. At number 6, Magic Earvin Johnson. Man, he ran the 80s. And we got to put some respect on Magic's name because he's one of the most influential basketball players to ever grace the planet in the 80s. Got basketball jumping and took NBA to another level. Look at that pass. Come here. Come here. At number 5, the one and only Shaq Diesel. Man, this motherfucker dunked straight on your head with no hesitation. And he took it as disrespect if you only guarded him with one person. Truly the most dominant basketball player to ever grace this planet. Couldn't stop him with 2 or 3 people. And at number 4, Kobe Bean Bryant. Truly missed till this day. The most legendary NBA stories. The hardest worker to ever play this game. The most dedicated player to ever play this game. And it is truly disrespectful for people not to think he's not top 5. I truly don't understand. Everything this dude embodies about the game of basketball is what kids need today. Truly one of the most influential athletes to ever grace planet. Loved by most and is an idol to most. And definitely is a great idol. We need this in today's game. The mentality, the work ethic, the skills, the athletic ability. Kobe is definitely top 5. He really would be higher, but the other couple ones are nice. At number 3, we gotta go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, he had every record you want. Scoring record at one point. Up there in rebounds, blocks, and had one of the most legendary shots ever. I would be wrong if I didn't put him top 3. And on top of that, dude played in a competitive era. Kareem, man. At number 2, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. To some, or to most, the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. Now the reason I personally have him number 2 is for my own personal reasons. You can go 1 or 2 with Michael Jordan. I'm not saying he can't be 1. It's definitely a legitimate argument, and if you have Michael Jordan at 1, I truly understand. But respect my number 1, or we could throw hands about it. That means fight. Yes, I said it. But Michael Jordan, oh man, just an exact example of what basketball needs. An exact idol that we need. A hard worker, extremely dedicated. And Kobe played exactly like him. The master. The most influential. Greatest sneakers. 6 rings. Fadeaway jump shot in your eye. Air Jordan because he could stay in the air so freaking long. I mean, what can you say about this dude? Had one of the greatest dynasties. Michael Jeffrey Jordan at number 2. And at number 1, we got LeBron James. King James, the GOAT, the greatest player of all time. Now, everything this dude is, we will never get again. Now, let me repeat that. Everything that LeBron is, we will never get again. We will never get a 6'8", 6'9" player that weighs 250 and can run a 4.4. Could also play football if he wanted to. But just an all-around leader. Just a true hybrid. Can pass. Shoot the 3, mid-range, can definitely dunk on you, get in the post, and his IQ is off the charts. The smartest basketball player to ever play this game. The greatest individual basketball player to ever play this game. The number 1 all-time scorer. Got 40,000 points, 11,000 rebounds, and 11,000 assists. Breaks a record every single week. And not to mention, guys, still doing it at 40 years old. Still averaging 27 points per game. If he's not the GOAT, then I don't know what type of basketball you guys are watching.